So this is Sundry Sports for Tuesday, August 11th. Yes, it was August 11th. We have this new thing here. Not sure why ESPN sent it to me, but here we go. NHL Morning Skate, Stanley Cup Playoffs Edition. Exactly 5 months after the last regular season games were played, and after the 2020 Stanley Cup qualifiers whittled the postseason field from 24 to 16 teams, the first round of the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs begins tonight. Asterisk. The 2020 Stanley Cup qualifiers saw the top 12 teams in each conference by points percentage return to hub cities in Edmonton and Toronto. The top 4 teams in each conference were guaranteed a place in the first round, but played a round-robin tournament to determine seeds 1 through 4. The remaining 8 teams in each conference had to win a best-of-5 series to advance to the first round. And there's your list of games. So they were all tonight. Okay, well, missed that. Sadness. Blue Jackets and Lightning set for playoff rematch. The Columbus Blue Jackets and Tampa Bay Lightning will square off for the second time in as many postseasons. In 2019, Columbus was the last team to clinch a playoff berth but won 4 straight games to sweep Tampa Bay, who entered as the number 1 ranked team after tying the single-season NHL record with 62 wins in 2019-20. Columbus became the first team in NHL history to sweep the President's Trophy winner in the opening round. The Blue Jackets again were the last team to lock up a spot in the first round, advancing through the qualifiers with a Game 5 victory against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Sunday. Defenseman Zach Werenski scored the clinching goal in the first winner-take-all game in Columbus's history. The Lightning, meanwhile, were guaranteed a spot in the first round after finishing with the second-highest points percentage in the Eastern Conference during the regular season. They had a 2-1-0 record in the round-robin to enter the playoffs as the number 2 seed in the East. Game 1. Bruins and Hurricanes also meet for second straight year. Another 2019 rematch begins tonight when the Carolina Hurricanes and Boston Bruins go head-to-head, with the Hurricanes looking for redemption after being swept by the Bruins in the Eastern Conference Final last year. The Hurricanes were the only team to complete a sweep in the qualifiers, with Sebastian Aho notching 8 points to set a franchise record for points in a best-of-5 series. Aho shares the team lead in goals, 3, with 20-year-old Andrei Svechnikov, who joined the likes of Wayne Gretzky and Patrick Kane with his first career postseason hat trick last week. The Bruins won the President's Trophy in 2019-20, but fell to the number 4 seed in the Eastern Conference after an 0-3-0 showing in the round robin. The Bruins, who lost in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final last year, were led in the regular season by David Pastrnak, who scored 48 times to become the first Boston player in 45 years to lead the league in goals. Blackhawks and Golden Knights look to keep momentum alive in Game 1. The Chicago Blackhawks and Vegas Golden Knights will meet in the playoffs for the first time, with the Golden Knights looking to build upon regular season trends. Vegas is 8-1-0 in 9 all-time regular season games against Chicago, 1-6-2, and finished with .606 points percentage in 2019-20 compared to a .514 percentage for the Blackhawks. The Golden Knights enter the first round as the number 1 seed in the Western Conference after posting a perfect 3-0-0 record in the round robin. The Blackhawks secured their spot in the first round by defeating the heavily favored Oilers in the qualifiers. Captain Jonathan Toews led the Blackhawks with 7 points in the qualifying round, just ahead of rookie Dominik Kubalik, who tallied 6 points, including a 5-point performance in Game 1, the most points in a playoff debut in NHL history. Flames and Stars franchises to meet in playoffs for first time in 39 years. The Calgary Flames and Dallas Stars will meet in the second postseason series between the franchises and first since the Minnesota North Stars defeated the Flames in 6 games in the 1981 semifinals. Calgary, 2-1-0, held a slight edge in the 2019-20 regular season. Dallas 1-1-1. Last year, Dallas reached Game 7 of the second round, but lost in double overtime in the eventual Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues. Double overtime to the eventual Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues. Calgary, meanwhile, was eliminated in 5 games despite entering the playoffs with the top record in the Western Conference. Rangers win number 1 pick in Phase 2 of NHL Draft Lottery. The New York Rangers will have the first overall selection in the 2020 NHL Draft as a result of winning Phase 2 of the 2020 NHL Draft Lottery, which was conducted Monday. New York holds the number 1 pick for the first time since the Universal Draft was adopted in 1969, though they have selected first overall once before, choosing Andre Villiot in the 1965 Amateur Draft. Villiot? Draft Lottery 2020 results. In order: New York Rangers, Los Angeles, Ottawa, Detroit, Ottawa, Anaheim, New Jersey, Buffalo, Minnesota, Winnipeg, Nashville, Florida, Carolina, Edmonton, and Pittsburgh. In the Crease, post-game analysis and highlight show airing each night throughout the NHL postseason on ESPN Plus with Barry Melrose and Linda Cohn. Alrighty. Thank you, ESPN, for that interesting NHL news. Moving on to our usual Cowboys Wire, brought to you by USA Today. Cowboys news. Elliott a primary focus. Prescott's agent leaves CAA defensive rookie impact. We read this last night. Cowboys news. McCarthy talks position changes. Love for Prescott. We read that the night before. And this Cowboys news the night before also. Cowboys waive wide receiver to activate 2 players off COVID-19 list. Wide receiver Jon'Vea Johnson and cornerback Savion Smith were activated to the Cowboys' active roster on Sunday after spending time on the reserve/COVID-19 list. But they had to waive a wide receiver. It's not one of the top 3, obviously. Chris Westry was a flyer for past regime. Will need to soar for new one. Rico Dowdle wants to and can make Cowboys rush attack 4-headed monster. The biggest reason Cowboys will bounce back in 2020 to a playoff berth. Our team? Like I was in a car crash, Cowboys legend Darren Woodson details COVID battle, but did you die? No. Cowboys Van Der Esch healed and ready for move to middle linebacker and on-field leader. Yay for him. And yay for us. NFL sets training camp dates for Cowboys, charts course for on-time season. That must be the oldest story that they keep putting on here. Anyway, next up, the ESPN Daily. Good morning. When Devin Booker was asked about his decision/confidence to shoot a half-court three-pointer last night, he replied, "I don't shoot any shots to miss them.